Greetings. This is Colina with a public service announcement. In every county in Georgia, there is a Community Service Board, CSBs. The Community Service Boards are there to support the residents of the counties as it relates to mental health care, medical health care, and dental care. And they also provide a variety of other services. And it's a very good resource center also. The Community Service Board, CSBs. This is a public service announcement. Fit, fierce, over 50. Greetings. So now we're journaling. We are writing in our journals those things that just come to our mind. The journaling is absolutely, for me, a tool of multiple value. Because once you start doing it, it's a behavioral change if you're not already someone that does the journaling. And it also becomes a record-keeping document in the sense that down the road, you'll be able to go back and read in your own handwritings, in your own words, who you are today, how you process the world. So it begins to, I think, encourage you as you begin to see the progress in who you are, how you process the world. So journaling, important, has to happen. What I also give people is this tool, is to understand that the most common denominator across the planet is that we all started off as a baby. I don't think that anyone has come here if not first as a baby. And if anyone's met that person that didn't come here as a baby, I want to meet them. So, the question I always ask is, I'm rolling my eyes again, aren't I? The question I always ask is, what happened to that baby? I believe, and this goes back to what I said earlier, your belief system. I believe that babies are born pure and clean. That's not a judgment. That's not an absolute. That's just me. So I can only talk from my point of reference. And my point of reference is, I believe all babies are born clean and pure. So when we see a level of dysfunction in behavior, then my question is, what happened to that baby? What information did that baby get that was traumatic? Or what information that was left out that was traumatic? Because I also believe that any kind of unhealthy, destructive behavior comes from some level of trauma. So when I look at behavior, regardless of the age, that's where I start. What happened to that baby? So I say to each of you, if you choose, now this is some serious work. If you choose, then you begin to ask yourself those kinds of questions about you. You begin to look at how you were put together. Where did you start? What is your original orientation? And then you begin to, at your adult self, look at it and then go back to your child self and have a conversation with that child. And the conversation I'm believing, I'm hoping, is to give that child healthy information about what that child may have been dealing with at an unhealthy level, i.e., give that child information that explains some of the confusion that that child may have had. And in this process, the adult you would then have to be somewhere. Here comes therapy. That adult you would have to be somewhere where you're getting clinical, please can I say that loud, clinical information about how you are processing today, what you're dealing with today, how you're able to deal with what you're dealing with today. And in these clinical sessions, your therapist should be able to help you break through some of that confusion from your child self that is still in a very unhealthy way impacting your adult self. So that is the beginning of this journey. Because in the session, you begin to understand as an adult. However, you still, this is Kalina 101, you still have to go back and heal the child. And that's not even me, that's Bradshaw. You have to go back and heal the child. I absolutely support that technique, that process. However, I also strongly say do not try this at home. Seek out professional help because you have come to a place as your adult self where you recognize that you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. You recognize that you're done living from check to check. You recognize that it's time out for dysfunctional relationships, and that's with family, friends, and loving partners. Even with yourself, you're done with drug abuse. You're done with crack and cocaine. I can go on and on and on. However, we collectively and definitely individually will not begin to find the resolution to our issues until we get to the point where we're done and we're ready to be healthy. There is a method to the madness. Fit, fierce, and over 50. Demystifying mental illness, encouraging and supporting mental health.
Happy Friday. Hopefully you enjoyed that episode with Kalina, Demystifying Mental Illness, Session 2. She definitely provided some awesome resources and tools and knowledge. And we would definitely like you to share and comment and be a part of this journey. With that being said, definitely check us out on Monday. I got a great episode coming up for you. Surviving breast cancer with spirit. I have an awesome narrative coming from one of our sisters that have survived breast cancer, and we want to bring it to you. With that being said, make sure you check out our social medias. We are on Instagram, we're on Twitter and Facebook. And definitely please make sure that you like, you share, and you subscribe. With that, even though it's a rainy Friday, it's a happy day. You have a great, great weekend, and I look forward to seeing you on Monday. Peace and blessings.